Hey, everybody. Good morning. Just having my coffee this morning, and I put on an actual shirt, so I thought I would go live. And in fact, I'm just looking like it kind of matches my wall, so that's kind of fun. But I want to talk today about whether or not you are expressing your opinion. So I am watching. I just got done watching and kind of auditing a challenge for one of my clients in Learn Academy, and one of the topics that she had was, do you have an opinion? And I thought it was such a great topic, so I want to talk to you a little bit about it today. So here's the deal: is when you are sort of claiming your expertise, claiming your framework, and saying, hey, I am going to create my online course about whatever. It's not enough just to pick your topic and come up with, like, hey, hey, gang, I'm, creating a course on this, right? You actually have to have a little bit of a unique position or opinion on what you believe about that particular topic, right? So you take your expertise and you say, okay, so what about my expertise is something that I want to teach or build a course on, right? That's the very first thing that you do, and then you look at who's your learner, like who is it that you want to serve, and who do you want to show up for. Then at that point, it's really looking at, like, what are your opinions on the particular topic that you chose, right? Because here's the thing: is you have to have some sort of reason to attract people and repel people. And so if you choose a topic that and your approach to teaching that topic is just to give a lot of information about it, then what happens is you're not necessarily going to attract attention, because there's nothing about how you're presenting the information that actually becomes something that repels or attracts people. So for example, I am going to tell this story, and some of you in this group actually have witnessed this story. But it's an important piece of my journey along this road of finding my opinion, right? So I have been helping people create online courses for, I don't know, 20 years. And so what one of the things that I specialize in is, how do you look at what the results, specific results are that you want to somebody get, and then what's the path that you give them, that you put them on, right? So we don't teach information, we teach, like, how do you help somebody take actionable steps to actually be able to do the thing that you want them to do, right? So we intentionally build an experience around that. It's not just, we don't just show up and start recording whatever we feel like talking about on our phone, and then say, okay, guys, here you go, here's my course, right? I just whipped something together and threw it out there, right? Those of us who are course creators know that we really want to make a bigger impact in the world by helping our learners, our students, actually get results that are meaningful to them, right? So we build an experience that gives them the fastest path to results, or the fastest path to that mastery, right? We don't just say, you know what, I want to just create something quick and I'm going to just throw that out there. Now, don't get me wrong, you can absolutely create your entire course with your iPhone, and we teach that in Learn Academy as a an option for production. But the difference is that, like, don't go out and just create a bunch of crap for your people. Really think through what the experience should be for them to actually get them results, right? They're hiring you, they're working with you because you can give them the fastest path to mastery, the fastest path to their results, because you've been there, right? And you know how to help them get over the obstacles and the hurdles that you have already overcome, right? So they're going to shortcut the process by working with you. But in order to do that, they have to know what's different about what you do versus everybody else in the world who has that same topic, right? So for me, I was at a very large conference with one of my mentors that I respect and trust immensely, and we were in one of the sessions. I don't know, there's 7,500 people there or something like that, a very large group. And one of the presenters, who is a high level influencer, got on stage, and she literally just said, you know what, like, no big deal, no sweat, just, sit on a yacht and um, do your course. Just throw it out there. Like, you don't even have to think about it. Just hit record and make it happen. And I was so triggered by that because my opinion is so different, right? My opinion is, yeah, once you're ready, that becomes very easy to do that. But don't just like say one day you're going to just like dream up some course and then throw it out there and then give it to people and hope that they get results. We have a strategy for how, you really think through that process, even though, like, I do say, like, do your proof of concept or beta first, right? Like, don't record everything before you've sold it. Absolutely, 100%, right? Um, but it's not a let's wing it and do it. And her point was, it's okay to take imperfect action, which I talk about all the time. Don't wait until it's perfect to launch it, right? Don't overthink it. Get it out there, get it out of your head, and get something built. Like, 100%. So her point was valid, but the way that she presented it in such a flippant manner really triggered me. And that made me go, wait a minute, why am I so triggered by this? And anyone who's watching this in the replay or live who was with me knew, I mean, I was literally like physically sick, right? But that's what it takes to be able to find your opinion in this space. So when you have a topic and you're super excited and passionate about it, why are you super passionate and excited about it, right? Like, what is going to move somebody to either say, yes, I want to work with this person, or no way, I don't want to work with this person, right? So people who are marketers and salespeople who are like, of course, I don't even care, right? It's not a big thing. I'm just going to put it out there. If people get results, great. Like, I don't really care. I just want to sell the thing. Like, they're not my people, right? Because my opinion is that I work with people who care about getting results for their learners and want to create an experience. That's different than I'm just going to throw crap out there and see what sells, right? Two totally different ways of thinking, right? And so I don't want to attract people who are like, why would I go through and actually think about what results my learners would get or how I could help them be successful? Why would I think about creating an experience that helps them actually get to that place, right? How do I, gamify it? How do I think about motivating people all the way through their whole journey so they can be successful, right? Those are my people who are like, yeah, I don't care. I just am going to do my thing and hope that somebody goes through it, or I don't care if they go through it. They're not my people, right? That's having an opinion. And so when you are looking at building out your topic, really think through what's your opinion on it, and then focus on that. That's where you should be leaning in when you are producing content or teaching your thing out there in the world, before people become your customer, right? Because you want to attract the right people and repel the wrong people. And to do that, you need to have an opinion. Plus, in a noisy market, you become known for that particular thing, right? You don't end up in a position where you're just sort of vanilla, and then everyone's like, well, I don't know, why is this method different than someone else's, right? So there you go. That is my course building secret for you today. In the comments below, I would love to hear what your big opinion is on your topic. What makes you passionate about teaching it? What um, or even like, what is that thing that triggers you that could be something that then you hit against, right? Where you're like, nope, not my people. Don't come to me if you want this. Come to me if you're interested in this, right? Like, what is that for you? And think beyond your topic. Think beyond what you want to teach, and really think about who you want to attract and who you want to repel. You need both. I know it's hard sometimes to think about repelling people, but that's when you know that you are going to attract people. If you're not attracting or repelling people, you have to hone in more on having that opinion, because you will naturally then get to the right place when you get there. So there you go. Enjoy.